Welcome back, folks. Good morning. So what we have here is the 1/12 scale quad. I guess you could say it's the ferret, but the Desert G.I. Joe version. Sooner or later, I'm gonna build a blue one, an actual ferret-looking Cobra quad. This is my first version of this. It's the 1/12 scale, of course. Not sure if you've seen the other videos, but sorry about that. I was able to incorporate 2 extra servos connected to the steering that allows me to, or allows Scarlet to go ahead and steer and look where she's steering. So there's just 2 white connectors. Just a heads up on that. There's a servo inside of Scarlet on her back. She's not really compromised too much as far as the look. You can still take off the backpack. The backpack isn't attached. It's the torso was drilled out, and a micro servo was installed in there. I believe Orlando Hunter, they have some really good micro servos if you look that up, and it allows me to manipulate the head on Scarlet here. She also has, of course you could tell, a few upgrades. The sleeve work, the pants, the boots. She still has mobility. You can see the wire for the servo for her movement is back here. I could actually detach the servo wire and put it in her backpack, and she could just pose normally. She's lost a little bit of articulation in her arms, but her legs and her torso, for the most part, is all still posable. So I could still detach the figure Scarlet here. Was able to put headlights, a main light, also allowed a little bit of light to come through so the dash could light up a little bit. It's not practical for combat, of course, but it looks cool here. The battery box is actually back here. I have a D-ring, a D10 pin here, and the battery goes up in here. As far as one of the key components to making all this work was the servo needed some good torque for the steering. It's still, even though her arms are articulated fairly well and loosely, and as well as her wrists, it still needed a good amount of torque. So it's a metal servo. You can see it here. It's fairly big. It's hard to find a cheap torqued, high torque servo that's micro, and they're fairly expensive. So I got the smallest one I could get for about, I believe, 20 bucks. I got 2 of them for 20, I think, and I'm sure you could find them cheaper if you hunt out there. You know where to look. That's the first time I came across the need for a high torque servo. The servo splits off on a Y to go to this one, and then after that I put the extra Y connector coming off of this one to go to the micro servo. If you do it backwards, where the micro servo goes straight off of the receiver, then the micro servo is, at least for my experience, it burnt out. So be careful on that. Make the last connection to the servos the micro servo, because I think the ampage might be too high, so it did burn it out. Almost caught Scarlet on fire. So all right, I still need just some weathering and some accessories, 1/12 accessories, some water containers, maybe MRE boxes. I want to put a M240 machine gun up front, and maybe on the back a grenade launcher. We'll see if I can get those pieces. I think I have the grenade launcher somewhere, but anyhow. So the on button is back here. It is 4-wheel drive, independent suspension. It's a 124, 128 scale inline chassis. All right, folks. All right, folks, if you have any questions, let me know. Send me a message through the eBay channel. Not the eBay channel, I'm sorry about that. The YouTube channel. And I'll try to answer them as quickly as possible. All right, folks, take care.